next topic, okay, we will see exception handling by using try and catch. Okay, so now you people know what is an exception, right? So what is an exception, you know, what is an exception handling also, you know, right? What is runtime stack mechanism also, you know, and what is default exception handler also, you know, right? What is an exception also, you know, what is an error also, you know, right? When the exception are raising, so who is the causing to raise exception also, you know, right? When the error is came, error is raising, and who is the causing for error also, you know, right? Come on, guys. Already we discussed it, right?
Yes, sir.
So after that, we discussed what is checked exception, what is unchecked exception. And after that, we have discussed what is fully checked exception, what is partially checked exception. Okay? Now, right. So while writing Java program, right? While writing Java program, if an exception is raising, what we have to do? Come on, guys. What we have to do? We have to handle the exception.
Handle the exception.
Right. Otherwise, what will happen? You will end up with what, guys? Abnormal termination of the program. Right? Abnormal termination of the program. So in order to achieve graceful termination of the program, what we have to do? We have to handle the exception. Am I right or wrong? Okay? Come on. Am I right or wrong?
Right, sir.
So now, how to handle the exception? Understand? How to handle the exception? We are going to discuss now. Right? So now, by using try catch, so there is a ways to handle the exception. The first, what you call scenario, we will see how to handle the exception by using try and catch block. Clear? So now, let me write one small example, guys, here. Okay? So now, let me open Notepad++. Okay? So I think in the same example we will write, or you want me to write a separate? Here only we will write, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Or else let me take one more class, guys. Why we need to? Language, Java, right? Here I'm taking class. Okay, class exception handling. Okay, exception handling. So now here I'm taking what? Public static void main. Syntax, fine. So now, right? So now here I'm writing. Okay, so just I'm writing something, guys. Let me write system.out.println. Okay, system.out.println. Something I'm writing. Okay. I say Teja. Okay, I'm writing this one. And after that, I'm writing what, guys? System.out.println. Okay, so now here I'm printing what? Something. N divided by 0, I'm printing. Right? And after that, here I'm taking one more statement. Okay, this is the what, guys? The third statement. Clear, everyone? What
Yes,
I'm
sir.
writing here? Fine. Okay, so now, okay, see here. So when I compile this program, what will happen, guys? So come on.
We'll
Shall we compile this program? Do you see any issue while compiling?
First line is printed, sir.
I am
One second.
asking Sweta, what I am asking here. Please try to answer what I am asking. Okay, the question, what I am asking the
It
question,
will
right?
compile, sir.
So here I am asking whether it is compiled or not. I'm not asking any output.
Yeah, compile.
Compilation, will you have any issues here? Compile time?
No.
No,
You will
sir.
not see
Compilation will
issues at
successful.
compile time. Okay, compilation will be successfully. But at runtime, what will happen? Now tell me the output. After compilation, what we will do? We have to execute this application, right? Now, while executing, what will happen? Come on.
First line will print,
Ah,
sir.
ah.
Arithmetic exception
Second line arithmetic exception.
by 0,
By
Arithmetic
zero.
exception.
by 0, main as a
Main.
stack trace.
Stack trace. After that,
That
What
program will terminate, sir.
what about this third statement?
It won't print.
It won't print, sir.
It won't print. Okay. So now here system.out.println 10 divided by 0. This is what, guys? Exception arising. Why compiler is not checking this exception?
Because it is runtime exception.
Runtime exception. This is
Because it
unchecked
is
exception.
unchecked exception.
Okay. So unchecked exception will not be checked by the compiler. Whether you are handling or not, exception handling or not, all these things will not checked by the whom? Compiler. Only compiler will check what? Checked exceptions only compiler will check. Okay. So that's what, here what, let me save this program under exception handling, right? Do we have any exception handling file? No. Exception handling. Okay. File name also I'm taking same, guys. So now I'm trying to execute this program. There guys, under C, I think, right? Under C, training, exception handling. Right? So now Java C, exception, sorry, handling dot Java. See, there is no compile time error, right? So now after that, what we need to do? We need to execute Java exception handling. Right? Java exception handling. See, hi Saiteja, why you did not attend yesterday class? Right? Exception in thread main, java.lang.arithmetic exception divided by 0 and main. So I think hope you people know, right? So why you are getting this kind of error? I think already we discussed, right? While discussing default exception handler. In detail, we have discussed each and every line, right? So
Yes, sir.
I no need to explain one more time. See here, which statement is executing, guys, now? Only the first statement, right? So this is the statement is executing. After that, so next line causing what? Exception. If any exception is raising, understand? If any exception is raising, what will happen? Who is the responsible to create this particular exception object? Come on. Who is the responsible to create the particular exception object? Here arithmetic exception is raising. What will happen here? The internal things already we discussed, right? Tell me. Hello. Internal things, guys. I'm asking internal things. The default exception handler. The topic we discussed, right? What will happen here when the exception is raising?
Yes, method.
Huh? So now,
Exception
in
object.
which
Object.
Tracer.
in which method it is? In which method it is raising? Under main method, the exception is raising. Now, the main method is responsible to create arithmetic exception object. Which exception it is? Arithmetic exception. Now, the main method is responsible to create what? Arithmetic exception object. Okay. Having what, guys? Name of the exception, description of the exception, stack trace of the exception. Who will create, guys? The main method will create. Okay. Which object? Arithmetic exception object. Here, which exception is raising? Arithmetic exception is raising. Now, after that, what will happen? The main method hand over this particular exception object to whom? JVM. Understand? Now, JVM will check whether this particular method, okay, the corresponding method. Here, corresponding method means what? Main method. This main method okay, handling this exception or not. Understand? Who will verify? JVM will verify. So do we have any exception handling logic here? We
No.
don't have any exception handling logic. We did not write any exception handling logic. So now, after that, what JVM will verify? So JVM will check, do we have any caller methods of this? Do we have any caller methods? We don't have
No.
any caller methods. So finally, if you have any caller method, then JVM will verify in the caller method, okay, whether they have handling this exception handling or handling logic or not. Okay, if they are handling, then it's fine, right? From there onwards, I mean, the normal flow will be executed, and finally we will achieve what? Graceful termination of the program. If you are not handling, then only exception object will be, I mean, JVM will finally hand over this exception object to whom, guys?
Default.
Default exception handler. What default exception handler will do? Default exception handler will simply print the information which is available in this exception object to the console. Okay? How it will print? In which format it will print? The name of the exception, colon, description of the exception, next line what? Stack trace of the location of the exception or stack trace of the exception. Okay? So that's what, here we are getting what? This exception information. See, name of the exception. This is name of the exception. And this is colon description of the exception. This is what guys? Stack trace of the exception. Okay? So now, once exception is raising, if you are not handling that exception, always it will become what guys? Abnormal termination of the program. Right? See here, see, we are not achieving. See, what is our motto of here? We need to see the first statement and second statement in the console, right? Without having any technical errors. But we are end up with what, guys? Technical errors, right? We are not seeing the first statement and second statement. We are seeing only the first statement. And after that, we are seeing what? Technical errors. We are not seeing any second output here. I mean, second message here, right? So this program is abnormal termination or graceful termination?
Abnormal termination.
Abnormal termination, right? Why abnormal termination? Because
No
there is
caller
an
method is
exception.
present.
You are not handling that exception, right? You are not handling that exception. So that's why it is what, guys? Abnormal termination.
Abnormal termination.
Right? Abnormal termination. Here, you please tell me, so which line code having risky code here? Which line code is here? Seems to be risky code.
Sixth line.
Huh? Line number 6, right?
6.
Yes, sir.
Line number 6. See, always, no. So now, there is an exception. We have to handle that exception, right? So now, how to handle that exception? There is a ways, guys. What is the first way? By using try and catch, right? By using try and catch, we can handle the exception. So if you handle the exception, okay, you will end up with what? Graceful termination of the program. If you're not handling that exception, that's why you're end up with what, guys? Abnormal termination, right? So now, in order to achieve graceful termination, what we have to do? We have to handle the exception, right? So how many ways to handle the exception? There are ways. The first way what we are going to discuss here is by using try and catch block. Clear, everyone? Right? So now try and catch block. See, in the try block, actually, the risky code means what? The code in which you may get exceptions, right? The code in which you may get exception, that particular such type of code are used to be called it as what, guys? Risky code. Understand? The code on which the chance of raising exceptions. Understand? Such type of code we use to call it as what, guys? Risky code. Always we need to keep the risky code under try block. Clear, everyone? Where we need to keep, guys, the risky code? Come on.
Under try block.
Under try block. Understand? The risky code we need to keep under try block. Okay? Now, so let me copy this one. Here, let me paste. What is the output, guys? This one? Compile time error. Sorry, runtime exception, right? Runtime exception. I'm not writing, fully. Right, I'm not writing fully output here. Okay, just I'm writing arithmetic exception. Runtime exception we are getting, right? So that's what I'm writing, what arithmetic exception, right? So now, now in order to solve this, what we need to do, we need to handle the exception, right? So now come here. So you tell me, out of all these lines, which code seems to be risky code? Line number 6.
Line 6.
Come on, line number 6, right? Line
Yes,
number
sir.
6 seems to be risky code, right? So now, okay. So now the risky code where we need to keep under try block. See here I am putting try block, guys. Okay. So under try block, we need to keep what? The risky code. Fine. Come on, everyone. So here, out of 3 lines, the first one is system.out.println. Here there is no risky code, right? Simply we are printing, we are asking to print into console. And even the third statement, this one also seems to be, there is no risk, right? So what is the risky code here? System.out.println 10 divided by 0 seems to be what? Risky code. Come on. So that's what, always we have to keep the risky code under where? Try block. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now, when you have try block, immediately you should have catch block, guys, followed by try block. There is a catch block. Understand? There is a catch. So where we need to keep risky code? Under try block. Understand? So here we are handling exception, guys, by using what? Try catch block. Okay. So in the try block, what kind of code we need to keep? Always we need to keep risky code. Okay. So now I'm keeping the risky code under try block. So immediately after try block, we need to open, guys, catch block. Understand? The followed by try block, we need to have what? Catch block, guys. This is syntax. Okay. Syntax of try catch. Right? So before try and after catch, see, between try and catch, we should not put any other statements, guys. Understand?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So between try and catch, we cannot keep any other statements. Okay. Immediately after try block, we have to keep what? Catch block. Clear? So now, finally, try and catch here. Okay. So now here what? I'm keeping. Okay. So I'm keeping. So exception hierarchy. What is the root class, guys? Throwable. Right? Throwable have what? 2 child classes. One is what? Exception. Another one is error. All the exception related classes. Who is the super class for all the exception classes? Who is the super class? Exception class, right? Come on. All the exception related classes, who is the super class? Exception class. All the error related classes, who is the super class? Error class. Okay. So now here I'm taking exception class. Okay. Exception EX. See what I'm taking is exception EX. Here exception type. There is a class called exception, right? I'm taking that exception type. Hello. Come on, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Exception EX, right? So now here I'm taking what, guys? Catch block. Okay. Catch block. Okay. In the catch block, I need to provide what? Alternate way. So there is an exception where try block, there is an exception. Understand? In try block,
Yes,
there is
sir.
an exception. So now, in order to handle that exception, first what we need to do? We need to catch that exception. Right? So here in try block, what kind of exception is it is raising? Arithmetic exception is raising. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Now, arithmetic exception is a child class for exception. Right?
Yes, sir.
you want, you can handle same type. Arithmetic exception also you can take, or its parent also we can take. Remember, polymorphism. By using parent class reference variable, we can hold child class object or not?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All.
Right? In the try block, which exception is raising? Arithmetic exception is raising. So now, so in the try block, which object is creating, guys? Arithmetic exception object is creating. Understand? Arithmetic exception object is creating. So now we need to catch that exception. Then only we can handle the exception. Am I right or wrong? So in the catch block, I need to, how can I catch that object? How can I catch that object? Come on, guys. How can I catch that object? I need to take same type or its parent type. Right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Please respond.
Yes, sir.
See, just I have one method, guys. That method is returning string object. Let's assume string object, that method is returning. Now I'm calling that method. I'm calling that method. What is the written type of that method? Let me write here. Simple. Okay. See, I have one method, guys. Public. Okay. Public. The written type is string. Let's assume. Okay. Now, get details is a method. Now, return. Okay. Return details. Something I'm returning. Fine. Okay, this is the method. Now I'm calling this method. I'm calling this method. How to call this method? Let's suppose this method under some class. Class. Okay, student something. Okay, class student. I have one method. Now I want to call this method. Okay, where from in this class, exception handling class, and the public static void main method. Now you tell me how to call this method. I need to create object of student, right? Student st is equal to new student. I'm creating object of student. After that, by using st dot, I have to call what? Get details method. Right? Now, when you call get details method, what is the written type here?
String.
String. When you call this get details method, it is returning something. What it is returning something? You guys please tell me. So this is very basic thing.
String.
Please open your mouth. When you call get details method, what it is returning? It is returning some string value, right? Yes. So in order to hold this value, how can I hold that value?
String.
I need to define one string variable,
String
right?
st dot get details.
st1 is equal to something like this. Now st dot get details. When you call this method, it is returning something. What it is returning? String letter it is returning. String return type it is returning. To hold that value, definitely I need what? I need to take one variable. So what kind of variable I need to take? Same type of variable I need to take. So that's what here I'm taking what? String. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now I can take same type or its parent type also I can take, right? So now here I'm taking what? Object. Can I take?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I can take, right? Object. Object is what? Parent class for string class, right? So by using parent class reference variable, we can hold child class object or not? Yes. So
Yes,
here
sir.
see s dot get details. What it is giving? Child class object it is returning. What is the object? String object. To hold that string object, I can take what? Parent class reference variable. Here st1 is what? Parent class reference variable. What is the parent class here? Object. Polymorphism, guys. Come on. Right? Yes. In the same way. Okay. I'm removing now. Okay. In the same way. Or else let me keep it. Okay, let me comment this one. Now in the same way, see here what I'm doing now. Try. In the try block, we are getting what, guys? Arithmetic exception. Right? So now arithmetic exception object is created here. Now it is returning. Right? Who has to return? The main method has to return that exception object to JVM. Right?
Yes.
Now JVM has to verify whether this particular method has any exception handling logic or not. Right? Yes, we have exception handling logic. So now it is creating. Now the JVM is okay. sending that object to whom? Catch block. Understand? See, in the try block, the exception object is creating, guys. Okay. Now, in catch block, we need to hold that exception object. Understand? We need to
Yes, sir.
caught that exception. We need to caught means what? We need to hold that exception object. How can we hold? Either you can take runtime exception also we can take. Sorry, not runtime exception. Yeah, runtime exception also we can take. Arithmetic, right?
Even also we can take.
Arithmetic exception. Right? Arithmetic exception EX. Like that also I can take. Right? Because here what? Same exception, same type of object. So how can you hold? How can you hold same type of object? By taking same type of variable. Right? So that's what here I'm taking arithmetic exception. Instead of arithmetic exception, I can take even exception also, right? Because exception is what? Parent class for arithmetic exception. Hope you people clear on this now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm holding this exception, arithmetic exception, by taking what? Parent class reference variable. Now, fine. I hold this exception. Now in the catch block, what I'm taking, you know, hey boss, okay, you're having issue with this, right? So please take, I'm providing what, guys? Exception handling means what? Providing alternate way, right? So instead of 10 divided by 0, please take 10 divided by 2. Clear? Let me remove this case. Okay, let me remove this. See, exception handling. What is exception handling, guys? Please remember the real world examples we have taken. The Hyderabad file. If the Hyderabad file is not available, please take Chennai file. Right? In the same way, in the try block, what? There is an exception, 10 divided by 0. So now exception object is raising. Now we are handling that exception. How to handle? In the catch block, we need to catch that object. Yes, we are catching that object. After that, what we are doing now? We are handling that exception. Hey boss, yes, I know there is issue with 10 divided by 0. No problem. You can take 10 divided by 2. Okay? You can take 10 divided by 2 and please continue the rest of the program normally. Understand, guys? Now see, Control S. Now I'm compiling this program. Java C, exception handling logic. Now Java exception handling. Now see, what is the output now? See, what is the output now? Hi Sai Teja, why you did not attend yesterday class? And after that, 10 divided by 2, 5. Yes, sir, I went to Tirumala. Clear?
Yes, sir.
See now, here also exception is raising. Understand? Here also, at line number 7, exception is raising. But we are handling that exception.
Handling it by catch block.
Okay. So, if you handle that exception, then we are seeing here what? Graceful termination of the program. Are you seeing any technical errors here?
No, sir.
No.
Understand? So we are providing alternate way to pass to continue the program. Instead of abnormal termination, we are providing alternate way to continue the rest of the program normally. Clear, everyone? Here see, even system.out.println, the line number 4 also printed. I Sai Teja, why you did not come attend the yesterday class. And after that, at line number 7, system.out.println 10 divided by 0. That line also executing. While executing, we are throwing what? There is a exception is raising. So now, exception is we are handling at line number 8 by taking catch. In the catch block, we are handling that exception. So here what? Hey boss, I know there is a problem with 10 divided by 0. Please take 10 divided by 2 instead 10 divided by 0. So now 10 at line number 10, the system.out.println, this line is executing. 10 divided by 2, we are getting 5 is the output. After that, another line at line number 13, that line also executing, and we are seeing as an output. Clear, everyone?
Yeah, clear.
So what is an exception handling? How to do exception handling by using try and catch?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Here output is what, guys? First statement, simply I'm writing, okay? First statement, and after that, 5, and after that, second
statement.
Okay, this is what, guys, exception handling. Okay, you know how to do exception handling? Okay, at high level. Yeah, we will see in detail, but high level, I hope you people understood how to do exception handling. So what is an exception? What is an exception handling? Okay, you people should aware.